First of all, you could start the G major scale first, yeah? So you got G. So you know that already, don't you? Then do it in thirds, so look. And back down. With a metronome's good as well. Then you got the fourths, so you're going G to C, A to D, look. See that C to F sharp, F sharp to B, G to C. That's fourths, yeah? Then you could even do fifths. What's fifths? What do we call fifths normally? Power chord as well, isn't it?
Yeah, power chord.
Yeah, so look. You got G to D, A to E, B to F sharp, C to G. You got D to A, E to B. You got F sharp to C, G to D. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you? Because at the moment when you're saying the notes out loud, do you know that that's the interval between them two notes, or are you picturing the shape of the scale on the neck?
I know what they are now, but as I'm doing it with you, I'm saying them out loud. So, but you want to be able to do it in real time, because obviously you could, but they're the power chords in that key. So obviously C to G, but then what did we have? We had B to F sharp. Then you got F sharp to what? You got F sharp there to, look, if you played F sharp normally, it'd be a C sharp. But in the key of G, we haven't got that, so it'd be like, there's your F sharp there, which makes it a F sharp with a flattened fifth.
Yeah.
So it's naturally that in that key. That was the fifths. Then you had the sixths. So you'd go G to E, A to F sharp, B to G, C to A, D to B, D to C. Singing it as I'm doing it there. F sharp to D, G to C, A to F sharp, B to G. Yeah? That's sixths. Now the other thing you could do is do your arpeggios. Do you know the names of the chords in the key of G major?
So you'd have would it be is it G, A minor, B minor?
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
Was it C? D minor?
No. Why is it not D minor?
Oh, is it like a D diminished or?
No, no. The reason it's not a D minor is because in the key of G major we have an F sharp. In the chord of D major, you've got the notes D, F sharp, and A. So.
Right. Okay.
So remember, the chords are dictated to by the names of the notes in the scale.
Yeah.
So when you're playing, you said, oh, a D minor, but a D minor's got an F natural in it.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Does that make sense?
So it's got to be D major.
Major, yeah. You're dictated to by the notes in the scale. So as you go up them degrees, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So you got G. Well, I'm playing a G major 7 now. A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D 7, E minor 7, F sharp minor flat 5, then G major 7. Up there. I was on the wrong fret now. But then what you can do the arpeggios in that one position. And I learned this years ago. I wanted to learn jazz, and back then the internet wasn't about. And there was this geezer over in West London, and he was in the back. I found him in the back of this Guitarist magazine. I was like, jazz guitarist, and I was probably in the early 20s. And I thought, right, I'm going to have a lesson with him. And I think it was over in Notting Hill. Can't remember the bloke's name or whatever, but he was that motorbike going past there, and he was in Notting Hill. You're not over that way, are you? Where are you?
No, I'm Ealing.
That's it, yeah. So I went over there, and it was one of them big old white houses with I think they must have had an old coal room. As you go downstairs, and it's this crazy little room, and he had this mad fuzzy hair. And I thought I knew it all, but I didn't really. I knew nothing really. And he said to me, right, play the play the C major scale, all the chords in it, in arpeggios. And he got me doing it, and I was like, what's the point of this? And it wasn't till a few years later it dawned on me that I should have done that back then.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, G major scale, you can play the chords, but you can go, look. And this helps you hear, what arpeggio is that? By the sounds, and this helps you get the sound, like by playing arpeggios, it'll help your ears as well for recognising chords as well.
So is that a G7? You got those 7s?
That is a G major 7. Nah, can you hear that?
Okay, yeah.
If it was G7, it'd be a flattened 7.
Yeah.
Now I think of 7th chords like blues chords and like 60 stuff like the Beatles. So do you know I saw her standing there? So when I had that 7th chord, or it's like 1950s, or you know, so I relate it to songs because I find that's an easier way to recognise sounds in. So yeah, I think of the 7th chord, which is the dominant, the flattened 7th, as like 60s chords, blues chords. Obviously they're used in jazz, but the major 7, that just spells like relaxed, like jazz. You know what I mean?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, look, look. So that wasn't actually a strictly, that was a G major 7 with an added 9th there, but. Yeah, so I recognise chord tones. Do you know the song There's Nothing Like This? You might not know. By Omar goes, the bass line song.
No, I don't. Oh, I recognise that.
Well, that was probably my first introduction into a major 7 chord.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I hear that, there's nothing like this chord, you know what I mean? So I'd use them, I'd recognise it like that, and then think, oh, that.
There's a real distinct difference between the two, just that like that one note.
Yeah, and that's where you want to recognise it. I mean, yeah, you can go, yeah, it's a flattened 7th, or it's, you know, a natural 7th, but if you can't hear the difference, you can know the theory, but if you want to apply it, it means nothing. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you could sit there and you could go, I'm going to play G major 7, arpeggio. And then you say, I'm going to do a G7. Hear the difference?
Yeah.
And that's when you hear stuff, do you know, like the walking blues bass line? That's the flattened 7th. Now, what I'm going to do now is, instead of the flattened 7th, I'm going to play a major 7th. Probably won't sound that good. I've never tried. Look. Sounds awful, don't it?
Yeah, that sounds great.
But if we go.
But you can hear it. You can hear the.
Yeah. So look. So G major 7 arpeggio. But then I could add the 9th on that as well. Look. So then I'm playing the root, the 3rd, the 5th, major 7, 9th. Yeah? So then you could go, I'm going to do an A minor 7x, or I could do an A minor 9. That's a nice sound, isn't it? Look. So look, G major 7. So what we might do, you could just do all the 7ths, so look. So that was and then you could go back down the chords as well, look. there's the arpeggios again. Look. That's A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D 7, E minor 7, F minor 7 flat 5, G major 7. There's the major 7 there, look.
Yeah. I think it's quite good as well that you're playing them on top of each other, like all in one position, because I find that I'd be going up and down, or like going up the neck to
yeah, because you know the shapes, and that's not good. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but if you can get a lot out of one position, do you know what I mean? So yeah, you could.
It sounds more natural in a solo to kind of, when you're highlighting the chords and stuff like that, if it's all in one position rather than sort of jumping up and down.
Yeah,
it's quite good to be able to play them all on top.
So that is a good technique you can do, and then you could, because you've got that shape under your thing, you could say you could do that in the key of C. So you could move to C, C major 7. Look. Get the idea?
Yeah.
So I'm playing, and then you can just use them shapes in all different places.
Yeah.
And that gives you knowledge of the guitar fretboard, where all the notes are. You're spelling out the notes in the chords, and the more you do it, the more it'd just be, you know, someone said to me, what's an E flat major 7? And I just go, well, yeah, it's E flat, G, B flat, and D. You know, what you don't want is,
That's me.
Yeah. But it's great doing that, but then also the next stage is being able to use that information and make a great solo, which that's another level from there, being able to do that. But yeah, that's what you want to do. That's like hardcore practice. Like,
I think them kind of strict routines, I think that's the kind of thing I need really. And yeah, like something like that, I think it's like a really good exercise for multiple reasons. So yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, and with doing it, you want to do it. Don't do it in your normal practice time. Like I call that good sofa stuff or stuff like that. I like doing it. I'm quite alert first thing in the morning. I like to get up, have a coffee, and sit there and tinkle with my guitar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't even have to be plugged in for this stuff. You're actually sitting thinking about the guitar, because when you got your guitar, if you just get up and just start noodling around on your guitar, you're playing and you're having fun, but you're not, as you say, you're not progressing or trying to discover stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what I find. I end up going back to like pentatonic noodling kind of stuff really, and like not really gaining anything. And yeah, I think stuff like this where you're actually forced to think. Is quite.
But yeah, and I say a good thing to do is like that whiskey in a jar. You must know the riff. It goes as it goes. You know that song? Yeah. That's now the solo. He mixes it up. He uses it, but if you say learn a G major scale all over the fretboard, and then analyse that solo, you could see where he's using them notes.
Yeah.
And then you've got a reason for learning the solo. You know, you could sit there all day long and go, look. Or you could learn it here in the open position. You could learn it. This is the one, more like legato's technique.
Yeah.
You could use this shape. Great, you can play it all over the fretboard. Now what? Yeah. But then if you can relate it to a song, and a good song, what classic songs what use the G major pentatonic scale there, or the G major scale? Any idea?
I mean, G major. There's probably loads, isn't there?
Have you learned any Pink Floyd songs before?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to think which ones are actually in G. You put me on the spot now.
Yeah. Do you know this one? In case you don't know.
Oh, what's you here?
Yeah. So, a lot of guitarists, we just learn that riff and go, oh yeah, learned it, I can play Wish You Were Here, yeah. But if you actually analyse it, it's using a G major pentatonic, and then you got the solo. Notes from the G major scale, but normally we as guitarists, we just learn a song, think that sounds cool, and then we leave it at that. So if you can find a song and then unlock the mysteries of it, you'll understand, and then you can use that information again. And I think I said to you, another example of that is like, do you know the Santana song Smooth? I think we said about that before, have we?
Yeah, I think.
As it goes.
Yes, yeah.
Well, the same thing. I had a book once, and it was like I remember, for grade pieces, play the A harmonic minor scale. And so on. Okay, what do I do with it? I don't know. But then, I think when that song came out, he went. So he used the G sharp there, which is part of A harmonic minor scale. And then you look even more deeper into it. So the part he used that G sharp, and he may have not even thought about that because he's just got good ears. He used that G sharp over the E chord. So that's called chords. That's looking into chord tones then, playing over the changes. So like see, I'm over the. I'll put on the E bass note there. So A minor. And then he goes back to. So use that harmonic sound as well. There, see, look.
Yeah.
So it's relating to it. Another thing what Santana would do, he'd play like an A minor, but then he'd go up on one string on the scale. So, you could, and then I think, wow, that's a cool idea how to use that scale. Look, so he'd go like with distortion on it, but tremolo picking like. Hear that G sharp?
Yeah.
So you got your tremolo. And that's like a Santana lick for me. Do you know what I mean? If I'm doing a gig and someone says, "Oh, do like a Santana solo," but if you whack that in like, and all them, and then finish on that, using the A harmonic minor scale.
Yeah.
And then you're using your.
Just that extra note is enough to change the sound.
You can hear it, can't you? Look. As a kid, to me, it used to sound like a snake charmer, do you know, like a snake going. I used to go like. That's all I used to do. I think, oh, it's the snake charmer scale.
Yeah.
But I use it in jazz, you use it in everything. So
that's a cool sound. That. Yeah.
Have you not used it much,
No, not really. Like, not. It's. Like you said, I probably used it without knowing what it is. Or
you're putting it in, and it's
maybe like playing the wrong note, and then that actually sounded right.
But then do a loop. To do a loop, so if you put an A minor chord on, like. And feel where that E chord is, so you know up to that point you could use like a. So like hold on, F A E. Yeah. Hear it? So you want to hear the chord, like so. That's over the E chord. That's it. Look. And you could actually shapes. Like that's an A minor there. You got an F major there. You got an E. So I wouldn't actually be thinking A minor. You can then. You can add in the, like, because you know your arpeggios then, look. I'm putting in an E7. So now I've got, look. That's the groove, look. That's another good thing you could do, and this is for your practice. Is look, look. So I'm putting the bass note, but now I'm going to do a solo. Look. So there, you're doing two things. You're practicing keeping that bass going. And what I'm playing now is the A harmonic scale. So look.
That's a good exercise just in general, like for even like just for finger pick, like acoustic kind of finger picking and stuff, and kind of getting your brain to do two things at once. It's
but then you're doing two things. You're not just playing parrot fashion, like, you know, when you like, you've learnt your John Mayer songs, what we've done before, and the Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
With you're learning it parrot fashion, and you're getting new techniques and new chord shapes and new ideas.
Pick up licks and stuff.
Yeah, you pick up licks, but then that's how I'd analyse them. I'd have to go back over my playing, because have you heard of a jazz guitarist called Martin Taylor?
No.
Well, years ago, when I was probably about 18, 19, they had a guitar magazine come out called Guitar Techniques.
Right. Okay.
They still do it, but this was before the internet. So each month I'd wait for this guitar magazine to come out, and I'd be excited. I'd go down to W.H. Smith's and I'd go, oh, look at that, I can learn this. So there'd be all these different styles in there, and it was best magazine for learning at the time. And each month Martin Taylor had put in his fingerstyle piece, and one of them was, I think it's called I Wish I Now Could Be Free. It was went on like that. Spent months on it, learning it. Can't play it now, but then I thought, what chord's that? And I had to then go back over it, simple stuff, thinking, what chord's he playing now? Sounds cool, and that one, you know, what's that chord there, do you know?
I mean, that's just like an E, isn't it?
That's just an E major, yeah, use a D shape. But look, and what's that one?
That one, wait, what are you playing? I'm not so sure on that one. Is that yeah, I'm not sure. Is that a B?
That is A with a B in the bass, or B11.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. So you've got like the A triad and then the yeah.
So I would then analyse. So I learned about 5 of these pieces. I'm trying to think. There's another one when I can't even think how it goes now. It's a Django Reinhardt tune. Oh, where's it go? It went. Oh. So all these chords, I'll be, what are they?
Yeah.
That's A minor. What is that when I put that little finger on there?
Is it just an A minor with C in the bass? Oh no, it'd be a C major. C major. No.
It's A minor. You could say it's A minor with C in the bass, or that's just a C6.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, same thing. B7 flat 5 and then E7. So yeah, ideas, there was loads of things like that. So that's what you want to do. You want to analyse what you've learnt as well.
Yeah.
And see where it's come from. Not just learn it and go, oh, that sounds cool. See what the nuts and bolts are. It's a bit like a light bulb, ain't it? You can be like a guitar player where you just turn a light on, you've got electricity and it's lit up the room, or you can go, well, how does that work? I mean, I don't care how it works, but, you know, so for me, I just want the light in the room. And, you know, someone might be just happy going, well, I can play Layla, you know. But, you know, I wanted to know what key it's in. What key's Layla in, do you know?
That being D minor?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it changes key for the verse, don't it?
And then it goes to, was it? Is it?
Yeah.
C sharp one?
C sharp, yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Well, you could say you're in E major. I think it is, yeah. Probably get, so think about what you're learning. That's the biggest thing. And then see where you can take that information and turn it into your own.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So what was that Django Reinhardt tune?
Oh, do you know what? I can't even remember. Another thing, I probably spent 6 months on it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called now.
Don't stress about it. It's not yeah, it was just,
If you want to find it, if you probably type like Guitar Techniques magazine, Martin Taylor, Django Reinhardt,
yeah,
and you should find it. Someone's probably put it up somewhere.
I'll have a little hunt for it. But yeah, so kind of just to, I guess, to recap. So the main things really is to, like, even just like, so it's not going through the major scale, but doing thirds, doing fourths, fifths, sixths, and then from there just playing like the arpeggios with like the 7th and the 9th, and kind of trying to work that into solos and stuff.
Yep.
There was another, I've forgotten what the other exercise was you said about. There was one other one.
I've put it all in the video anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. I can look it back.
Yeah, but I won't do it. It's a long one, this, so I'm going to put it up on YouTube so you can...
Oh, you've been recording this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's I didn't need to make notes then.
Yeah, so it's all up there for you.
Oh, perfect. Cool.
So, I'll just stop it now, actually.